For many aspiring students, alarming international tuition fees put dreams on hold. But did you know Canada offers a fully funded scholarship that covers every expenses from flights and accommodation to tuition and a monthly stipend all through the Canadian government's immigration website? Imagine studying in one of the world's most beautiful, welcoming countries with incredible opportunities to work and build a life afterward. With an international acceptance rate of nearly 70%, Canada welcomes students with open arms, offering world-class education and a pathway to work and settle permanently. Welcome back, my lovely friends, and thank you so much for always hitting that play button whenever I share a new video. And if you are new to this channel, thank you so much for dropping by. Welcome. I love you. In this video, I would walk you through the step-by-step process on how to secure this incredible opportunity through the Canadian government's immigration website. Stick with me as I guide you through on how you can apply for the scholarships as an international student.
So now I am on the interface of Google search page. So I will type in cic.gc.ca. So now I always like to go through the I'm feeling lucky. So you could try that as well because it just takes you directly to the website. So I'll click on I'm feeling lucky and it takes me directly to Immigration and Citizenship Government of Canada. You can see that this isn't someone trying to deceive you or to tell you what isn't. This is the government of Canada here. All right, so we would go straight to menu here, as you can see. So we go straight to menu. You click this drop down arrow as I have done. Then you scroll down to we are going down to money and finances, because we are looking for funding and scholarship, which is all encapsulated in money and finances, right? So now we are here on money and finances. Let's go through. You can see how I am navigating this right part here. Now you can see education funding. So let's see if we can. All right, so you can see education funding. You click on that because this is where we are going to education funding. Voila, it brings us in here to the education funding page. Now you can see services and information, and remember we are still on the Government of Canada website. All right, now you can see scholarships, student lines of credit, managing your budget as a student, student loans and bankruptcy, and the list just goes on and on. So now let's go back, scholarships. So we are going to click on here, scholarships, because this is what we are interested in. You can see undergraduate, graduate, doctoral and postdoctoral scholarships, awards and bursaries. So we click on scholarships. Now we are on the scholarship page. Let's see what the Government of Canada's got for us. Scholarships, services and information. And you can see there are different segments here. Canada Graduate Scholarships, Master's Program. You can see Vanier Canada Graduate Scholarships, Banting Postdoctoral Fellowships. There are a lot of them here. They are categorized into various segments. Now there's international scholarships for Canadians. This is scholarships for Canadians who want to study or conduct research abroad. Now this isn't where we are going because I believe that you are non-Canadians. The majority of my audience are non-Canadians, so we are looking at international scholarships for non-Canadians. So do not get confused. Don't click here if you're not a Canadian. This is where you have to come to. So we would go there, but let me just still put you through all of this. You can see the bursaries Aboriginal bursaries and scholarships to international business scholarships, international development graduate student awards, and the list just goes on and on. These are all awards and fundings that are active. Now we are going to the international scholarship for non-Canadians. Here we are on the page of, you can see Education Canada, international scholarship opportunities for non-Canadians. Looking for ways to fund your studies in Canada, explore our featured scholarship opportunities. Now you can see that these are the featured scholarships. Canada ASEAN scholarships and educational exchanges, Canada China Scholars Exchange Program, Emerging Leaders in the Americas Program, Study in Canada scholarships, Banting postdoctoral fellowships, Organization for American States, Vanilla Canada Graduate Scholarship, the Canada International Development Scholarships. Now we are going to search for scholarships. Most requested scholarships, home, international scholarships for Canadian. Search for scholarships. Then let's see, apply for scholarships. But first of all, let's check the search for scholarships. Then we would go back to international scholarships for Canadians. Search for scholarships. I'll show you this. It brings us here. Search for scholarships. So here you can actually search for scholarship if you are from any country in the world and you want to narrow down your search. They have made it easier for you. You can see search for scholarships. Find international scholarship opportunities available for Canadian and international students, researchers, and post-secondary institutions. Select your citizenship. So here you just select your citizenship, Canadian, not Canadian. You click on non-Canadian. Select your profile, student or postdoctoral researcher, faculty or researcher, academic institution. You click on student, right? Select your country or territory. Select a country. For this presentation, I'm just going to give a rhetorical example using Ghana. I have most of my audiences in Ghana, so let's use Ghana and view scholarships. We scroll down. Voila, it brings us here to the various scholarships that are offered to citizens of Ghana. Have the Banting postdoctoral fellowships, Canadian Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Scholarship, and it just goes on. You can just take advantage and explore each of these by clicking the see. When you put your cursor just around them, it shows you that you can actually open these pages and explore, get all the information. So I just thought I should show you another way that you could narrow down your search as a citizen of a particular country to get scholarships that are targeted towards that particular country. So let's go back, because I'm going to put you through the international scholarship for non-Canadians. Let's scroll down to Study in Canada scholarships. Here we are going to see all that it entails to get the scholarship. Now we are on the same page, but I just needed to zoom in, so do not worry if you think the interface looks a bit different. I just zoomed in so we can see it. We are still on that page. Study in Canada scholarships. The Study in Canada scholarships provide students from post-secondary institutions located in select countries or territories in Asia, Europe, the Middle East, and North Africa and Sub-Saharan Africa with short-term exchange opportunities for study or research in Canadian post-secondary institutions at the college, undergraduate and graduate level. So you see there's something for everyone. So let's just click on here. Now it brings us to the page Study in Canada Scholarships. Call for applications. Call for applications is not closed now. Do not fret. This is for 2024. At this time that I'm recording this video in November, it's definitely closed, but we are looking towards 2025. So the whole idea is for you to take note. If you have to jot this down on a pen, using a pen and a paper or on your computer, take note, bookmark this on your computer or whatever it is so that you could check back here, because it's going to be opened as soon as possible for next year intake. Study in Canada scholarships aim to increase opportunities for Canada post-secondary institutions to welcome international students from a wide range of countries and territories on short-term exchanges for study or research. Now, the Study in Canada scholarships is a short-term exchange program under Global Affairs Canada's international scholarship programs. So eligibility: to be eligible, you must be a citizen of an eligible country or territory: Asia, Europe, Middle East, and North Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa. You can see, so don't say, oh, but I'm from Africa. Look at that. Burkina Faso, Ethiopia, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Kenya, Nigeria, Rwanda, Senegal, Tanzania, Uganda, to name but a few, right? You should fall into any of these, or even though, look, all of that, they are willing to take you in. You are not eligible for this scholarship if you hold or have a pending application for Canadian citizenship or permanent residency. So if you are planning to become a Canadian citizen, or you have a permanent residence, a PR in Canada, this scholarship is not for you, because it is strictly for international students, non-Canadians. You are not eligible for this scholarship if you are already participating in a scholarship program funded by the government of Canada. So if you are currently undertaking any scholarship by the Canadian government, you are not eligible. You are already enrolled in a degree, diploma, or certificate program at a Canadian post-secondary institution. So what that basically means, you are not eligible for this scholarship if currently you are enrolled in a degree, in a diploma, or any certificate program at any institution in Canada. You are not eligible. Scholarship value and duration. So you can just click on the arrows, do exactly what you see me do, all right? That will help you navigate, so you can see what you would get when you come back here. Award component, the value, the duration, activity. Say undergraduate, during the 4 months you get 10,200 Canadian dollars, 4 months or 1 academic term, depending on your course, study or research at the college or undergraduate level. Graduate 4 months, you get 10,200 Canadian dollars if you're a graduate student going for your master's or your PhD. 4 months study or research at the graduate level, master's and PhD. Eligible expenses: selected students may use scholarship fund towards visa or study work permit fees. So they are giving you scholarship funds that would cover your visa, your work permit, your airfare, your plane ticket, your flight ticket, right, via the most direct and economical route. Health insurance: this scholarship would cover that. Living expenses such as accommodation, utilities, and food. Ground transportation: when you arrive Canada, you'll get money or funds that would help you to move around in Canada, including a public transportation pass. Isn't this beautiful? You're going to be getting paid money for stipends for books and supplies required for your study or research, excluding computers and other equipment. Let's look at the supporting documents. Institutions must ensure documents are complete and accurate as per the instruction. Revised documents will not be accepted after the deadline. Documents in a language other than English or French must be accompanied by a translation. So if your documents, your transcript and all of that is not in French or English, it should be translated. Then the proof of citizenship, this is what you should take seriously as well. a copy of the candidate's passport, your passport or national identity card with a photo and valid date, documents not accepted as proof of citizenship. So you cannot provide a driver's license or permanent residence card, work permit, student card, health card, birth certificate, or baptismal certificate as an ID. It cannot be recognized, or these documents that I just read out cannot be recognized as a proof of citizenship. Proof of citizenship selected must be from the same country or territory as you have applied on your form. So whatever you have applied, or whatever country that you said you're from, every document that states your proof of citizenship must be from that country. So it's really good to know all of these so that when you are in the process, you know what to do and you know what is expected of you, and it makes you to be more organized as well, and you do not get any rejection or refusal. Letter of intent from the candidate, you get explain the nature of studies or your research. Letter of proof of full-time enrollment, official letterhead dated with the last month. So go through all of this. These are all on their website, Canadian government website, and you follow the way I have navigated. You do not need to pay anyone to do this for you. You could do it yourself. Application deadline, but I just really want you to understand everything. That's what I am taking my time to put you through. So if you skip any part of this video, you would miss out because you wouldn't understand how to navigate. Application deadline, the deadline for Canada institutions to submit online applications on behalf of students is 11:59 March 19, 2024. So this is for the year that's just passed. So when they open the portal, you would have I think before this year comes to an end, they would open the portal again, because the deadline always falls in March, you can see. So March 2025 for the intake for 2025. By March it should be closed. So make sure you make this page your best friend, so that you put down reminders and all of that, so you could check on this every now and then to see if it is open. Notification of results. Canadian institutions should establish an earlier deadline with students and their home institutions to ensure timely receipt of supporting documents. Now that brings me to the questions aspect. Contact the scholarship administrator. Please, you need to make email your best friend. Send them an email. Do not be scared. Send an email to scholarship info, this email address, right? And ask them any question that you have. You can ask them what time this scholarship will be open for next year. It will open this year, right? But when we know it's going to be closed in March next year, ask them any information that you are interested in knowing, any questions you have in mind. They will reply you. So that brings me to the end of this presentation. If you think that you have found any value in this content, make sure you leave me a comment and let me know that you will be applying for the scholarship, and also let me know where you are watching from. And if you want to get to find out more scholarships that are not even in Canada, I have a lot of content on my channel. You can see some of the videos that I have shared on scholarships from different countries. Let me show you the recent one here. I talked about the Oxford University 100% scholarship for African students. This is my latest presentation on 400 scholarship that it's offered by Oxford University to African students. Take advantage of that if you are from Africa, because it is fully funded. Make sure you check this video, watch it, and see all the eligibility requirements to apply for the scholarship, because this is a great one which doesn't come all the time. So you could also check out other ones. The Belgium scholarship here is also fully funded. Look at that as well, and make sure that you apply. The German scholarship is another amazing scholarship in Germany, and this is also opened all year round. Until next time, think big, think success.